Have you ever walked into someone's home and immediately felt a sense of calm and comfort, as if the space was almost magically tidy? The floors are spotless, the counters gleam, and there's a peacefulness that makes you feel at ease right away. You know, some people just seem to have a knack for keeping their homes organized, fresh, and inviting, almost as if they never have to spend hours scrubbing and tidying up. But here's the truth. It's not magic. It's simply the result of a few small daily habits that keep everything in check without the need for overwhelming cleaning marathons. So what if I told you that keeping your home neat and tidy doesn't have to be such a daunting task? You don't have to spend every weekend deep cleaning to maintain a comfortable, welcoming space. In fact, people with consistently clean homes, especially seniors who have mastered the art of living well, follow simple, effortless routines that make their homes feel organized without all the hustle and bustle. Today, we're going to dive into 6 daily habits that seniors with spotless homes practice. These are not complicated routines that will wear you out or take up your whole day. No, these habits are small, simple actions that make a huge difference over time, and they're so easy to incorporate into your day that you'll barely even notice you're doing them. Now, you may be thinking, that sounds great, but do these habits really work? Absolutely. Once you start integrating these easy habits into your daily routine, keeping a clean and inviting home will feel effortless. You won't need to spend hours cleaning anymore. Just a few minutes here and there will do the trick. Stay with me, because at the end of this video, I'll be sharing one incredibly simple habit that can completely transform how tidy and peaceful your home feels, without adding any extra work to your already busy day. Trust me, it's something most people overlook, but it's a game changer. So let's jump right in and talk about the 6 small habits that can make your home feel cleaner, calmer, and more organized every single day. 1. Never leave a room empty-handed. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how over time things seem to just pile up? A mug left on the coffee table, a book sitting on the couch, your sweater tossed across the chair. Before you know it, your house feels cluttered, and it's almost as if that mess appeared out of nowhere. Well, I've got a little secret for you, and it's one of the simplest ways to avoid clutter from taking over your home. It's a habit practiced by nearly everyone who's able to keep their home looking effortlessly neat. Never leave a room empty-handed. Sounds easy, right? But trust me, this small, intentional action can make all the difference in the world when it comes to maintaining a tidy space. It's not about scrubbing or wiping things down constantly. It's about creating a natural flow, a routine that keeps your home in motion. Here's how it works. Every time you leave a room, whether you're headed to the kitchen, walking down the hallway, or going to bed, make it a point to take at least one item with you. It could be that cup you just finished drinking from, the magazine you were reading, or the jacket you hung up on the back of the chair. When you carry just one item to its proper place, you're not only preventing clutter from accumulating, but you're also taking control of your space in a way that doesn't feel overwhelming. Let me give you a real-life example. Take someone like Alice, a 72-year-old who seems to always have a spotless home. People often ask her, "Alice, how do you manage to keep everything so neat? What's your secret?" And you know what she says with a smile? "Oh, I just put things away as I go." It really is that simple. Alice doesn't wait until the end of the day to clean up a whole pile of things scattered around the house. Instead, she handles each little mess as it happens, one item at a time. She doesn't need to set aside hours to catch up on tidying, because she's already doing it in small increments throughout the day. Why does this work so well, especially for seniors? Because it reduces the need for long, exhausting cleaning sessions. Instead of devoting hours on the weekend or during the evening to deep cleaning, Alice and others like her tackle messes right then and there. The result? A home that's constantly in motion. Items are always finding their way back to their rightful places, and clutter never has a chance to take root. It also has the added bonus of making your space feel more manageable and in control. It's a little win every time you pick up that coffee cup or return the book to the shelf. It's these small wins that add up and make the entire space feel cared for without you feeling like you're working around the clock. Think about it. If you always leave a room with something in your hands, you'll never have to spend time searching for things later on, and your house won't ever become that cluttered, chaotic mess that you have to spend hours fixing. This is a perfect habit for those who want to keep things feeling light and easy without the heavy lifting of a big cleaning day. Plus, this habit is about more than just keeping things neat. It creates a sense of accomplishment and peace. Every time you pick up that mug or fold that blanket, you are taking a small action that keeps your environment peaceful and organized. It's a form of self-care, keeping your space clean and your mind clear. Now picture yourself in the morning walking through your house with a cup of coffee. As you pass through the living room, you grab the newspaper from the chair and place it back on the shelf. When you leave the room, you take the empty mug with you and set it in the kitchen. It's so simple, and yet it's these little actions that prevent clutter from taking over and give you a feeling of control. So start small. Every time you leave a room, pick up just one thing. It could be anything. And if you start doing this today, you'll begin to notice how quickly your space starts feeling more organized and inviting. I can't tell you how much this habit has transformed my own home. And the best part is, it's so easy to start. Imagine how much smoother your day could feel, walking from room to room with a sense of control, knowing you have already kept the clutter at bay. Next time you leave a room, just remember, don't leave empty-handed. It's a small change, but one that can have a huge impact. Trust me, you'll see the difference. 2. The 2-minute rule. Let's face it, one of the biggest struggles we face when it comes to keeping our homes tidy is the simple fact that we let small tasks sit for too long. You come home from the store, take off your coat, and throw it over the chair. You leave your shoes by the door and let the mail pile up on the counter. Before you know it, little things become a big mess. The clutter starts to build, and suddenly you're staring at a mountain of tasks that feels overwhelming. But what if I told you there was a way to stop clutter before it even starts? It's a simple habit practiced by those who manage to keep their homes looking fresh and tidy without ever feeling like they're stuck in an endless cycle of cleaning. And it's called the 2-minute rule. Here's how it works. If a task will take 2 minutes or less, do it right away. Sounds simple, right? Well, that's because it is. The magic of this habit is that it prevents the small things from piling up and turning into bigger problems. Let's break it down. Imagine you come home from a long day. You toss your coat over the chair, leave your shoes by the door, and the next thing you know, the dishes are piling up in the sink and there's junk mail everywhere. It doesn't take long for these small things to get out of hand. But with the 2-minute rule, you change all of that. Instead of ignoring these little tasks, you handle them right then and there. For example, hanging up your coat, it takes less than 10 seconds. Tossing that junk mail into the recycling bin, barely a minute. Wiping down the bathroom sink after you brush your teeth, you guessed it, under 2 minutes. Why does this work so well? Because it stops those little messes from building up into something more overwhelming. It's like chipping away at a problem before it becomes a mountain. Instead of spending an entire afternoon cleaning, you're tackling these small tasks every day, keeping everything in check without even realizing it. Take Frank, for example, a 75-year-old man who has mastered the 2-minute rule. Frank's home is always neat, never cluttered, because he handles each little task as soon as it arises. If a dish needs washing, he rinses it right away. If he spots a dust bunny on the floor, he wipes it up immediately. And because he doesn't let things sit, his house never feels like it's building up into a huge mess. The beauty of the 2-minute rule is that it's quick, efficient, and stress-free. You're not saving tasks for later and letting them weigh on your mind. Instead, you're handling them immediately and moving on with your day. It's a little habit that not only keeps your house cleaner, but also helps you feel calmer and more in control of your environment. Think about it. How many times have you put off washing a dish or throwing away a receipt only for it to add to the chaos later on? But when you practice the 2-minute rule, you nip those little problems in the bud. Here's the best part. This habit doesn't require a lot of time or energy. If you can spare just a minute or two after each task, your home will stay in great shape. You won't be overwhelmed by an endless list of things to do, and you won't feel stressed by the clutter. Instead, you'll have a space that feels peaceful and organized, with no need for big cleaning marathons. Now let's put this into practice. Next time you see something that needs to be done, whether it's putting away a coat, wiping down the counters, or tossing the mail, ask yourself, can I do this in 2 minutes or less? If the answer is yes, take care of it right away. It's one of the easiest ways to stay on top of things without feeling like cleaning is taking over your life. This simple habit can transform your daily routine, making your home feel cleaner, more organized, and less stressful, all in just a few minutes a day. So why not give it a try? 3. Reset your home before bed. Imagine waking up in the morning, stepping out of your bedroom and walking into a kitchen that's spotless, a living room that's calm and inviting, and a space that feels ready for your day to begin. Now picture the opposite, waking up to a sink full of dishes, piles of laundry on the couch, and yesterday's clutter still hanging around. Which one would make you feel more at ease, ready to take on the day? If you're like most people, you probably prefer to start your day feeling calm, not overwhelmed. That's where the habit of resetting your home before bed comes in. This simple yet powerful routine can completely change how you feel when you wake up, and it only takes about 10-15 minutes. The idea is to spend just a few minutes each night tidying up before you head to bed. And no, this doesn't mean deep cleaning the whole house. Instead, it's about handling small, intentional tasks that set the stage for a smoother morning. Things like wiping down the kitchen counters after dinner, fluffing the pillows on the couch and straightening up the living room, putting away any stray items, a book on the coffee table, shoes left out by the door, making sure the sink is clear so there's nothing waiting for you when you get up. It's a small investment of time, but it can make all the difference in how your home feels when you wake up. By doing this quick reset before bed, you're giving your future self a gift, a calm, organized space to start your day without the stress of tackling yesterday's mess. Let's take Linda, for example. At 68, she swears by this nightly ritual. Before going to bed, she takes a walk through her home, quickly picking up anything that's out of place. She wipes down the kitchen counters, straightens the throw pillows, and checks the living room for any clutter. By the time she's ready to sleep, her home already feels peaceful, and she knows she won't have to deal with the chaos first thing in the morning. The best part about this habit is that it's not about perfection. It's about preparing your space for the next day in a way that makes you feel lighter and more in control. You don't have to spend an hour cleaning every corner. Just a few minutes of resetting each room makes your home feel fresh, inviting, and ready to go. And here's the kicker. When you wake up to a tidy home, your mindset is already on the right track. Instead of feeling stressed about a messy space, you start your day with a sense of calm and control, which sets the tone for the rest of the day. It's amazing how much peace you can bring to your morning routine by simply spending a few minutes each night straightening up. So try this simple habit tonight. Before bed, take a few moments to walk through your home, clear the clutter, and tidy up. You'll be amazed at how much better you feel the next morning and how much less stress you'll have as you begin your day. Verse 4. Keep your most used spaces clutter-free. Have you ever walked into a home and instantly felt at ease, like you could just relax and enjoy your time there? The first places you notice are usually the ones that get the most use: the kitchen, the living room, and the entryway. These areas set the tone for your entire home. And here's the truth. You don't need to have every corner of your house spotless. It's the high traffic areas that really matter when it comes to creating a welcoming and organized space. Think about it for a second. When you walk into your home after a long day, What's the first thing you see? It's probably not the inside of a closet or the guest bedroom. It's the kitchen counters, the living room, and the entryway. These spaces are what greet you, and they're what will make or break the feeling of your home. So instead of trying to make every room perfect, focus on keeping the areas you use most clear and inviting. It's about creating that sense of order and peace that makes your entire home feel tidy, without the stress of cleaning every single room. Let's take Barbara, for example. She's 74 and always has a home that feels warm and organized. When people ask how she keeps things so neat, she laughs and says, "I don't try to make everything perfect. I just keep the spaces I use the most under control." Every morning, Barbara makes sure her kitchen counters are wiped down, the living room surfaces are clear, and the entryway is tidy. She doesn't worry about scrubbing every drawer or cleaning every corner. Instead, she focuses on the key areas that matter most. Why does this work so well? Because when you keep the high-traffic areas clean and organized, the rest of the house feels more put together, even if there's a little mess in other rooms. It's like a trick of the eye. When the main spaces are tidy, the whole house feels in order. So where should you focus your energy? The kitchen. A clean kitchen makes meal prep easier, and it stops clutter from taking over the whole house. The entryway. This is the first thing you see when you come home. Keeping it neat immediately sets a peaceful tone when you walk in. The living room. This is where you spend time with family, friends, or just relax. A clutter-free space here makes the whole home feel cozy and inviting. The beauty of this habit is that it keeps things manageable. You don't have to scrub every surface or organize every closet. You just focus on keeping the spaces you use most in check. And with that simple shift in focus, your home feels instantly more organized, and you feel more at ease. Give it a try. Start each day by clearing the counters, straightening the pillows, and tidying up the entryway. It won't take long, but it will make a world of difference in how your home feels. It's an easy habit that helps you keep the peace in your space without spending hours cleaning every corner. Embrace daily maintenance, not deep cleaning. One of the biggest misconceptions about keeping a clean home is that it requires long hours of intense cleaning every week. You might think that in order to have a tidy home, you need to devote an entire Saturday morning to deep cleaning every room. But the truth is, you don't need to spend hours scrubbing floors or wiping down every surface. In fact, the key to maintaining a consistently clean home is embracing daily maintenance. Small actions that prevent big messes from piling up. Here's the secret. Small, everyday tasks are far more effective than waiting for a big cleaning day. By setting aside just a few minutes each day to tidy up, you'll keep things under control and avoid feeling overwhelmed by clutter or dust. Let's break it down. After dinner, instead of letting the dishes pile up, wash them right away. It only takes a few minutes to rinse a plate and put it in the dishwasher. But if you let them sit for hours, you'll end up with a kitchen full of dishes to clean all at once. The same goes for wiping down surfaces after cooking. Spend a couple of minutes wiping down the stove or kitchen counter, and you'll prevent grease and crumbs from building up. At the end of the day, take just a few minutes to straighten up. Put away your shoes, fold the blanket on the couch, and clear the clutter from your coffee table. These quick actions won't take much time, but they will keep your home from becoming chaotic. Let's talk about Jane, a 68-year-old who has perfected the art of daily upkeep. Every evening, Jane spends about 15 minutes tidying up her kitchen and living areas. She washes the dishes right after dinner, straightens the cushions on the couch, and does a quick sweep of the floor. By the time she's done, her home is already looking neat and calm. There's no overwhelming mess waiting for her. Why does this work so well? Because it prevents the mess from accumulating in the first place. When you clean as you go, you avoid the mountain of tasks that often comes with deep cleaning. Instead of dedicating an entire afternoon to tidying up, you're handling small tasks every day, making it feel effortless. Another benefit of daily maintenance is that it keeps your home feeling fresh and cared for all the time. You don't have to wait for the weekend to do a big cleanup. Your space is already in a good state, and you can simply maintain it by handling little messes here and there. It's a low-stress way to keep things in check without feeling overwhelmed. Imagine waking up in the morning, walking into a kitchen where the dishes are done, the counters are clean, and everything is in its place. That's the power of daily maintenance. It makes the whole house feel lighter, more organized, and ready for the day. And it takes so little effort when you make it a daily habit. So here's your challenge. Start today by committing to small daily tasks. Wash dishes after each meal, straighten up the living room every evening, and wipe down the kitchen surfaces as soon as you are done cooking. It may only take a few minutes here and there, but over time, it will keep your home consistently clean, organized, and stress-free. 6. Involve the whole household. Keeping a home clean shouldn't fall on just one person. In fact, when everyone in the household plays a part in maintaining the space, it not only keeps the home tidy, but also fosters a sense of teamwork and unity. After all, a clean home is not just about having a tidy space. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels responsible for the well-being of the home. Think about it for a moment. If you're the only one picking up the clutter, washing the dishes, or sweeping the floors, it can feel like a never-ending job. But when everyone pitches in, even if it's just a little bit each day, the task becomes much lighter for everyone. It's like sharing the load so no one feels burdened by the constant upkeep. Let's take George, for example. At 75, he shares his home with his wife and grown children. Every evening, the whole family comes together for a quick 10-minute cleaning routine. They each spend a few minutes putting away things, wiping down surfaces, and straightening up the living areas. It's not about deep cleaning, it's just about maintaining a tidy home with little effort. This shared responsibility makes the whole house feel more cohesive and less stressful for everyone. When you involve everyone in the household, you're not just delegating chores. You're creating a collective sense of pride in the space. Everyone becomes part of maintaining a peaceful, inviting home. Whether it's a spouse, children, or even a friend who visits often, sharing the responsibility of tidying up makes it feel less like a chore and more like a way to nurture the home together. By getting everyone involved, you also teach a valuable lesson. Everyone has a part to play in making the home a place of peace and comfort. It's a reminder that a clean home isn't just about aesthetics. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels welcome, relaxed, and happy. This habit doesn't require huge amounts of time. Whether it's having everyone put their shoes away when they come in, folding their own laundry, or making sure the kitchen is clear at the end of the day, these small actions add up and make a big difference. The more you work together, the easier it becomes, and the more you'll all feel invested in keeping the home tidy. So get everyone in your household involved. Make it a fun routine where everyone spends just a few minutes each day tidying up. It won't take much time, but it will make your home feel more organized, cohesive, and calm. Plus, you'll all feel like you're contributing to creating a peaceful living space together. Imagine a home where every room exudes calm and order, a place that welcomes you with a sense of peace every time you step through the door. By adopting these 6 simple habits, you can transform your living space into just that. Whether it's the practice of never leaving a room empty-handed, tackling small tasks immediately with the 2-minute rule, or taking a few moments each night to reset your home before bed, every little action adds up. Focusing on the most used areas, embracing daily upkeep instead of letting mess accumulate, and involving everyone in the household are all powerful ways to maintain a serene and orderly environment. These habits aren't about spending hours cleaning or achieving perfection in every nook and cranny. They're about making small, intentional changes that reduce stress and create a space that nurtures both body and mind. For seniors especially, this approach can be life-changing. It means less time worrying about clutter and more time enjoying your home and the moments that matter. A tidy home can lead to a clearer mind, a lighter heart, and ultimately, a healthier lifestyle. Remember, it's the consistent, small steps taken every day that lead to lasting results. And the best part? You don't have to do it alone. By getting everyone in your household involved, you create not only a cleaner space, but also a shared sense of responsibility and unity that makes your home feel even more inviting. If you found these tips helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends and family. Your support helps us continue to create content that empowers and inspires you to live your best life. Whether you're new to these ideas or have been practicing them for years, every little bit of engagement makes a difference. Thank you for joining me on this journey toward a more organized and stress-free home. I hope these habits help you create a space that feels as warm, welcoming, and effortless as you deserve. Here's to a home filled with calm, clarity, and joy, one simple habit at a time. Stay tuned for more tips on living a balanced and fulfilling life. Until next time, take care and happy tidying.